Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is Designed Resilience, the corner of the internet where we talk about building daily habits and practices that give you the stamina that you need when things are amazing, because that takes energy, or when things are hard, because you need something that you can rely on when you're being challenged. And today I want to talk about easing back into a physical fitness routine, specifically working out. So, throughout my life, I have been in periods of very intense physical activity. Like, if I think back to high school, I was in drill team and softball and theater, which takes a lot of energy, um, and was moving my body every day. In college, I waited tables, so that's a pretty physical job. And then I've also had periods of time where I'm just a big slug and I don't do any sort of exercise, even walking. So, when I get out of the habit of working out, I find that I am more successful when I ease in, when I don't try to get back to where I was at the height of my last very active period. So I had done that recently. I had gotten out of the habit of exercising. When we first moved to Colorado earlier this year, I had found some afternoon workout classes, excuse me, and I was going 3 to 4 days a week to these workout classes, mostly dance focused. One of them was a strength training class, but I was going pretty regularly. And I got a new job where I wasn't going to be able to be at the rec center at the time the classes started. And so I stopped going. And I didn't really find a replacement. So for months, I had fallen out of the habit of working out. And so I started seeing all these videos on YouTube about the December lock in and getting really focused before the first of the year so that you have some momentum going into 2026. And I was like, that's a great idea. Let me lock in on a workout routine again. But I knew that I needed to ease in. So I started by deciding that I would work out in the mornings, which when I have had that habit, it's been very successful for me. I do well when I can just get up and put on my gym clothes and walk out the door and go work out. I don't have to think. It's much more difficult for me to work out after work. So when I was doing those afternoon classes, I was working remotely and I didn't have a commute or anything. So that was easier for me to do. But now that with my job, I do go into the office, so I have a commute. And I was like, not gonna be able to do it after work. So that was the first decision I made. Gonna do it in the mornings. The second decision was I need to have a plan because the last thing I want to do when I get up early and go to the gym is think about what I'm supposed to be doing. So I went to trusty Pinterest and I can't remember the exact search term I used, but it was something like easy workout plan or easy strength training, because I do like to do strength training plan. And so I looked through the images that it returned and I found one that was Monday through Friday, which is great for me. Um, and it was a bit of cardio, 15 or 20 minutes every day, and 3 strength training exercises, 2 days a week, upper body, 2 days a week, lower body. And then the fifth day of the week is cardio and stretching, which at my age, in my mid 40s, is important. It has to be thoughtful. And I actually have to do it because my body tightens up and I need that mix. So when I found this particular plan and it was just a picture, like just an image with all of that information on it, I was like, this is the one for me. So I picked the day I was going to start. Mondays are good for me. I set my alarm. I got up. It also helps me to have my clothes laid out in the bathroom. So I put my workout outfit in the bathroom. So I get up and I go get dressed. I brush my teeth and put my shoes on and I'm out the door. The gym opens at 5:30, so I try to get there right at 5:30. And for the cardio bit, I've started walking a track. So our recreation center has a walking track that has some little rises, which make it nice. And um, I find it way more interesting than just walking on a treadmill. So what I'll do is I will get a YouTube video that's between 15 and 20 minutes long, put my headphones in, and I'll walk as long as the YouTube video plays. And I find that it is something I look forward to because I listen to content that I like. I listen to things I'm interested in learning about, topics that I find interesting. So it is a gentle way to kind of start getting my body moving. And I found that as I've been doing this a couple weeks now, I'm getting faster and faster in my walking. So I'll start that, and then I go downstairs from the walking track to the weight area, and I do my 3 or 4 exercises, and that's it. And it's so nice. And I really like getting up. And then I've figured out my morning routine after that, getting ready and going to work. So it's been great. And I've really been enjoying it. And I know how much better I feel when I do exercise, when I do spend time in my body and moving it thoughtfully. So, I want to encourage you that, as we come to the end of the year or the beginning of 2026, and you may be thinking about beginning to build habits in that pillar of physical well-being, exercising might be something that you want to do. And I would encourage you really understand that you are a different person than you even were yesterday, and you have different needs. And so maybe you used to be super athletic and super active like I did. You're not that person anymore for a variety of reasons. Your lifestyle is different, your body is different. So start by where you are. Don't try to start from where you were at another point, because when I've done that, I've hurt myself. I've been too sore to go to work for the rest of, or work out for the rest of the week. Or I couldn't have the same performance I used to have. So I got frustrated. So just don't do that to yourself. Just accept yourself where you are and find a program that serves the body you have today. And then do your best to be consistent for a period of time. So consistency can look like not missing 2 days in a row, or consistency can look like, going to the gym. Maybe you don't do the whole workout, maybe whatever, but give yourself grace. It's not going to be perfect when you're getting back into a workout routine. But find something that is pleasurable, something you look forward to. I enjoy my walk with my little YouTube video. I like that in the mornings, get a couple of great ideas going, and then go do my strength training. Find a buddy if you can. And luckily, my husband goes with me, and so it's easy to get up and go because I've got that accountability buddy, which I'm grateful for. And then be proud of yourself when you do start to build a new habit. Be pretty proud of yourself. Give yourself a high five that you're doing something that you weren't doing yesterday or weren't doing last week, but is good and caring for you. So the physical well-being piece of designed resilience doesn't have to be anything specific. But when you begin to focus on it, ease into building a routine, you'll see that it grows. So on the day that is the stretching day. So right now I'm just walking the track like every other day, and then I'll go do some stretches. But in the future, I want to use that day to take a Pilates class. I've never used the Pilates reformer, so I'd like to. It looks neat. I can tell it's effective because you see people's legs shaking, and it's a good stretching and strength building workout. So eventually, I will grow my current workout routine to include Pilates. So it can be an evolution. You can get there as you get there. But do start somewhere. Take care of your body. It's the only place you get to live, and it will take care of you when you do. So I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next week.